Welcome to Survival on a Budget Made Easy. We're at McClure Cemetery in Pike County, Indiana. I don't have a lot of information on this place. One big problem is I have no idea what town I'm in. It's somewhere in between Cato and Algiers, Indiana. But we're going to go ahead and take a closer look. Okay, once again, it's one of those cemeteries where it's a mix of the old and the new. You can see some new ones over there, with some old ones actually. Back there, it looks like the older section. We got visitors. I waved at her. She didn't wave back. I got a fat puppy coming. I'm just going to stand here for a little bit to see if the puppy goes away. Maybe if I walk away. Oh, there it goes. Okay, back to the subject at hand. Now, once again, it's in the middle of nowhere. And I think right over in that area is Cato. So we're only about 2 miles away from Cato, so I don't know if this is an actual Cato cemetery. Okay, here's an interesting name. I've never seen this name before, as far as I know. I've never seen it before. Wolfington. Over here we got Pipes, 1990, and they died in 1981. Right now I'm looking for some older dates. I mean, it's sad that these little towns just get torn down and forgotten. Sometimes the only thing you really got left are the cemeteries. William Barton Nelson, Indiana, ship's cook. Now, I've never seen a headstone from somebody in the military that actually listed ship's cook, which is kind of cool to actually have that. Looks like they died in 1940. We got 60 and 69 here. Okay, we're coming up on something interesting. It's kind of out of place in all reality. It's just right here. It's the only grave that has this for some reason. (1919) they died. So it's right around Cato, Indiana's heyday with the mining, when they had stores and businesses. So this might be one of Cato's graveyards or cemeteries. Now, if you remember, I did a video on Willis Cemetery, which actually has a Cato address, but when you look this up, it doesn't list the town. This person passed away in 1929. Now, over here is a section kind of like Alta itself, if you look around. Maybe it's just like one big family, I'm not sure. Okay, that's what it is. It's one big family. Harper. Okay, you got Samuel Father, 1918, 1932. That's a long time to be a widow. He died 50 in his 60s or so. But she went about 14 years without him. It's kind of sad. Their daughter, Nora, who passed away in 1963. Granddaughter, who passed away in 1972. And Fanny Harper, who passed away in 1971. I'm sorry, Rumble. Fanny Harper Rumble. So at one point, I'm guessing maybe Nora married a Rumble? I don't know. Now I just got done mentioning Willis Cemetery. Not being too far from here, maybe a mile. We got Irene V. Willis, Lee R. Willis, and Bessie M. Willis. Father, mother. See, there's another sad one. 44 years a widow. Because he died in 40. She died in 84. Now you figure he was only 55 years old. And I'm starting to notice a pattern. When you look at the years of a coal mine, and you go to one of the cemeteries, you have a lot of young deaths. I'm calling young, is around 40, 50. And he falls right in that time range where there's coal mines in the area, and he died at a young age. I'm not saying it's related, but it's happening more times than not, and to be a coincidence. Mother Addie Whitehead, 1929. Another Whitehead, 1961. Williams Jones, Wilma S. Jones, 1938. Apparently she's still alive. That's impressive. We got Stillwell's over here. Minister for 40 years. Apparently Ray's still alive. And I'm guessing his wife, Joyce, passed away in 2018. Yeah, it has to be husband and wife wedding rings there. William, Bill, Margaret L. Apparently Margaret's still alive. Evans. Garland. They were married November 4th. Nelda. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong, ma'am. Apparently she's still alive. She'd be around 70 now. Now this is kind of different in a good way. Has an arch. It looks like it might be solar powered, so it lights up the headstone at night. Cummings Joe W. 45, father of Josie and JD. I'm no relation. As far as I know, I'm no relation. Karen S. She died in 2016, so she's been gone for about 5 years. This is kind of different. You got Cox down here, and it's an outdoor headstone, but I don't remember ever seeing one with a puppy dog on the headstone like that when it was an outdoor scene. So that's kind of cool. It's a little different. He's still alive, and apparently she passed away in 2017. So about 5 years ago or so. But people are leaving a nice variety of mementos. Now this looks like an older one. And once again, it's off by itself, an old one beside a newer one. Okay. Corn. Alexander and Maria? That's weird because they got like a birthday for him, but no death date. Then you got a birth and death date for her. Oh, it's Mariah E. Alexander and Mariah. She died in 1917. Nothing on the back. It's just weird to have a birthday and no death date. Beside him is Wiseman, Walter. He died in 2017, and apparently she's still alive. And right over there, looks like the older section. Okay, we're over here in the older section. Anderson, Sadie, 1885 to 19. I'm gonna guess she's probably buried somewhere else because she'd be well over 100 years old now, because this of being 2021. Elmer died in 1960. Father Isaac Anderson died in 1935. Another Anderson. Ralph, 1927. So I'm guessing an older grave near a headstone. Mother, 1924, Sarah Anderson. In memory of Samuel R. Anderson and son Roy Anderson. So I'm guessing they're not buried here. This is just a memorial, and they're all related. That one's completely worn down. Same with this one. Now this is kind of strange. If you look up there, there's a mailbox and a road goes across. Which ain't strange. It looks like it goes back to somebody's house. But what's strange is, right, there's like a gate to a fence, but there ain't no fence. Oh, here's a big clue. This will help me out. Okay, I'm assuming this is their driveway. Up there's the road I came in. Go down this driveway to their house, and it's Jaeger, Algiers, Indiana. So, okay, I know where I'm at now. I'm in Algiers. But you walk over here, they got a gate, closing it off. I get that. But there's a gate here, and there's no fence, which is kind of weird. But if you look, it's kind of hard to see, I know. There's a definite drop off where it drops down. So, due to the fact that I'm close to Cato, where I know there were some pretty big coal mines like Old Bend, I'm guessing what happened is, at one time this was either a small town or a family farm or something, and the coal mines came in, because it looks like I said, that drops off. And you look over here, you gotta climb up a hill. You can see where it kind of drops off down again. And it does it again back there. Now the law says, present law, wasn't always this way, that when a coal mine comes in, they have to stay 100 feet away from a cemetery. which looks like at one point they came through and they just started digging. Then they came back and leveled it off. I could be wrong, maybe there was never a coal mine here, but it's too familiar. Like over there it drops off. It's like they dug around the cemetery. And the time frame of the headstones fall in the time frame when there'd be a cemetery here. Here's an older one, 1876. Okay, this person was 34 years old. So 1876, 1906 plus 4 is 10. So 1910. Once again, early death, young death. And I'm telling you, this has to be a coal mine area, just the way it looks. 1920. Okay, here's a real new one. It's almost like a, if I had to describe it, like a poured concrete or a formed concrete. Sarah E. Chappell, born 1836, died 1882. 46 years, 5 months, 14 days old. That's a really nice headstone. Get back here. Wife of R. Stephenson, died 1867. One that's broken. Okay, here's something else that's a little strange. They have an archway with a path leading from their house to the cemetery, which to me is kind of strange. Unless maybe they're the caretakers? Not real sure. Now we're getting back in some really old ones. And if you look way down there, there's a pond. And that's another sign of an old coal mine. Where an old coal mine used to be, because the backfill, that fills up with water, and nowadays they gotta put fish in it or something to keep the algae down. I think they're required to put fish in. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure. So yeah, it's starting to make sense now. I'm in Algiers, Indiana, and there used to be a coal mine here. I'd almost guarantee it. Has all the signs. And I guarantee you, a lot of these old headstones are going to be coal miners. And yeah, I know it was common to die at a young age back years ago. An infant death. Oh man. 3 years, 1 year. This person was 52. This person died 18. Oh, no, it says born 1818. Died 1869. 1868. What? 1868. Huh. They were only 50 years old. And that seems like a time frame for coal miners. Like, they only live to be in their 50s. Now this looks like to be a handwritten one. Leslie Cole, wife. It's hard to make out. But there's stones or something laying across the ground here. Over here's an old headstone laying on the ground. $1878 maybe. Wife of Thomas A. Engelman. 1888. Huh. Okay, one last look around. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Do me a favor, click that subscribe button, and as always, thank you for watching.